What's up, lovely people? Marwan Gaming here, and today I'm going to go through a build that many people have been asking me about on my Twitch stream. And yeah, this is an amazing build for torment farming, farming keys, farming bounties. It's good enough, and also really good for lower great rifts, like in the beginning of the season, 60s, and later on in the season, 70s and 80s. It depends on your gear. And paragon levels, of course. But we're quickly going to go through the gear and skills, and also the cube, and then I'm going to run a rift. I am alone right now. I'm recording alone, so I like to have a full set of a full group here, so I can show you the build with people in it, and it's not going to struggle even if you're with a group. That's a good torment farming build, when you can have 4 people in a group, and you're not going to struggle when it comes to DPS. So what's great about this build is the speed, the damage, and the survivability. You will not have problems. Like in the beginning, you will feel a little bit squishy. Maybe you won't have, you know, augmented gear and good enough stats on it. So I decided to remove all my dexterity. I usually run with 700k health. So if I remove this, I'm gonna sit at 582. We'll try it with 582. Let's see how it goes. Anyways. So for the weapons, I always like this combination here with percent damage, dexterity, and cooldown. Do not remove the dexterity. The dexterity is armor, and it's also damage. So don't remove the dexterity. It's basically 200 paragons that you're removing. You can remove it on wizard if you get an ingium like this, for example, for speeds as a wizard. It's super awesome. But we're talking about later on in the game when this weapon will be better. So let's quickly run through the weapons. So the same stats on the ingium as this one. So if you can't get a primal one, that doesn't matter. You just have to get enough cooldown, like between 8 to 10 in my opinion. If you get 6, fine, use that till you find a better. Does it matter which weapon you use on yourself or in cube? No. You just use the one on yourself that is ancient, and cube the one that you don't have ancient. So in the beginning, you will not have ancient weapons, obviously. You will have whatever the game drops you. And yeah, 10% damage if you can, dexterity, and cooldown on both weapons. So this is the best roll in my opinion. In terms of the rest of the gear, I'm going to go through the cooldown, the things with cooldown first, and then we're going to run through everything else, and jewelry last. So gloves can have cooldown. Crit cooldown on gloves. Obviously, you want to have pickup radius, since this build is not using avarice band. You're using focus and restraint, which gives you amazing damage and works super well with Wave the 100 Fists. So crit cooldown, pickup radius. Don't care about secondary resist if you can't find it. On this, you're not using harmony anyways. On shoulders, I like to run this particular set of shoulders exactly as they are right here. This is a perfect shoulder, like dexterity, vitality, all resist, and cooldown, and then pickup radius. Super awesome. They always roll with dexterity and all resist, but they don't always roll with cooldown and vitality. So yeah. It's not difficult. They already roll with 2 stats that you want on them, so shoulders is pretty easy to get. In terms of this beautiful spirit stone here, make sure that you get crit chance on it. Like, crit chance is so important for this build, so make sure that you have crit chance on it. Dexterity, vitality, crit chance, and lashing tail kick damage. This can roll from 75% to 100%. So make sure that it's as close as possible to that 100%, so you get the most damage that you can get from the spirit stone. You're going to use this spirit stone, and you're not going to use loss of Ceph on yourself. Loss of Ceph does not come with that bonus, so you're going to cube loss of Ceph. There's no way out here. So loss of Ceph is going to be cubed, and this one will be equipped. This particular spirit stone here, like the secondary, lashing tail kick releases a piercing fireball. It can go up to 1400. It's good. Sometimes you one-shot elites with this fireball, and sometimes you don't. I would more I would actually care about the lashing tail kick increased damage rather than the fireball in terms of, you know, the damage. It's more reliable. It's always there, the 100% or 75 or whatever you have. So pick up radius as the secondary if you can. This is like the dream Spirit Stone. And obviously you want to have a cooldown gem inside there, so cooldown. In terms of chest, I like to run like to run elite damage reduction, but this one gave me all resist, which is perfectly fine. That's the second best option you can get. It's better than percent life, and it's better than anything else, armor for example, or whatever you can have on it. So I would say elite damage reduction is really good, and then all resist. Belt, and you can see here, sorry guys, you can see here that I rolled pickup radius. So if I could roll the elite damage, roll away the all resist to elite damage, I would, but I couldn't. It came with all resist, and it didn't come with pickup radius, so I had to roll it. In terms of belts, the belt should be like this as well. The increased sweeping wind damage is it doesn't matter, as you can see on the secondary there. Sweeping wind gains 2 stacks every second. It does not deal damage to any enemies. That means that when you activate sweeping wind, as you can see, there's going to be like, yes, like a circle here that, yeah, if enemies get into that circle and sweeping wind deals damage, you're going to lose stacks. So you are not dealing any damage anyways with sweeping wind, so the purpose of it is just to keep your stacks up, especially when you don't have any enemies around you and you just walk around the map like this and you don't see anything. It's super nice to actually have the belt. So the belt, in my opinion, dexterity, vitality, all resist, and percent life. Pickup radius as well, of course. I don't need to say much about the pants here. Like, obviously it doesn't come always with all resist, so you need to be lucky. Dexterity, vitality, all resist, and pickup radius, the most important stats. And then we got the boots. They always roll with all resist, so these always roll with all resist. They don't always come with vitality, so you need to be a little bit lucky here, and lashing tail kick damage. But these are perfect boots, so these are boots that you really want to get, something just like this. But as you can see here, lashing tail kick damage attacks 50% faster and deals 300% increased damage. This can actually be just 250%. So if, like, the goal is to get as close as possible to that 300% on those boots, it's going to give you a lot more damage. Pickup radius as well. So dexterity, vitality, don't remove the all resist, lashing tail kick damage, pickup radius, and close to 300% on the boots. In terms of the gems inside your gear, since you're not using a mantra, we're using Way of the 100 Fists, you should have diamonds for all resist. It just bumps up your survivability by a huge margin. So use all resist gems. Jewelry should be, for the amulet, in my opinion, it doesn't have to be ancient. If it rolls just like this, but non-ancient, that's fine. So physical damage, and since it's a physical build, physical damage, crit, and it doesn't matter what the secondaries are. So just go with, you know, if you don't have one with physical damage, just go dexterity, crit. That's fine. Then we got focus and restraint. Really good, because you are proccing focus and restraint. You're proccing restraint with your lashing tail kick, and you have to hit an enemy for them to be activated. But this will proc your restraint, and this will proc your focus. So really important that that you use those rings with this particular build here. Let's see here. Stash this. And of course, like, in my opinion, the best would be to go average damage, crit. If you can't, go for dexterity, crit. That works fine. Like, it's also really good. But yeah, this is the ultimate roll. It gives you so much more damage. So That's the jewelry right there. And for the bracers, Nemesis bracers, so you can get 1 elite. You don't want to be losing your Ingium, so Nemesis braces will be really good to keep your Ingium up all the time. So sometimes you just get into really bad maps and you can't keep your Ingium up. So this is really good to help you keep your Ingium up. As in terms of stats, physical damage, dexterity, vitality, and crit chance, and then pickup radius, of course. So this is the gear that I use and the rolls that I like to go on the build. You don't want any attack speed. The attack speed comes from Seize the Initiative. It comes from the boots and your Gogok of Swiftness. Speaking of Gogok of Swiftness, it gives you dodge, it gives you attack speed, and it gives you cooldown reduction. Super amazing gem and should be used with this build. You have a Bane of the Powerful as well. I think this is that this gem is absolutely amazing. Gives you a lot of damage, not only when you kill a pack, but you can see here, gain 15% increased damage versus elites and take 15% less. That means that bosses deal 15% less and elites also deals 15% less. If you have that on chest and combine that, it's just going to be so much less damage from elites and elite affixes and everything. So it's just a super good combination if you can get a chest, for example, with elite damage reduction. But you will see, I will not have any problems against elites even with this combo. And of course, Bane of the Trapped, really good gem. It has to be in the build. You cannot skip this gem. So these are the items that I have on myself. As I said, guys, cube the worst item, worst weapon, and use the best weapons on yourself. Loss of Seth is a must, and it's gonna be in the cube. As you can see, I'm gonna deplete my spirit, and boom, like it gives you so much more spirit. So you have to use this, and with Ingium, this will be up almost all the time. So you can blind, and you're gonna deal more damage. So it's just a must for the build to work. Then you got Royal Ring of Grandeur. If I remove this, I'm not going to have my 6 set. So it has to be in the build for me to be able to keep all of these lovely items together. And for the skills, I always go with the physical. I've always liked this more. It's got a wider radius, so you hit more enemies, you crit more, you get more stacks back. So it's just the best in my opinion, and the damage is super high. The generator, this is basically the best you can use with this build. It's not only is it gonna proc your your Gogok, but it's also gonna proc your stacks. So when you hit an enemy and it starts ticking, you're gonna start getting back stacks all the time. So it's like I'm hitting an enemy here and I move away and I still get stacks back. I will remove the belt so you can see this in action as well. So it is a must with this build. Not only are you proccing focus and keeping restraint, you get the full set from these 2 rings, but you also get your sweep and wind stacks back, as you can see here what it says. Landing a critical hit has a chance to increase vortex effect up to 3 stacks for a total of blah 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 damage. So you also get spirit back when this is active. So it's a must for the build. You can't skip sweep and wind. You have to use it. Blinding flash has to be used as well, because yeah, you get a lot of spirit back when you use it, as you can see. And that's thanks to Loss of Seth. So that's why you can't skip those. You can go with Crippling Light, gives you a little bit of damage reduction, but I always go for the damage. I think that's the most value in my opinion. So go for the damage in my opinion. Early on in the season, fine. If you can't survive, try Crippling Light, but it really didn't affect me. In terms of the dash, go for the blinding speed, guys. It is the best. For this, especially early season when you're lacking toughness from your armor, from your dexterity, you're not gonna have 40k or 30k armor, so you're gonna be at this dexterity probably when you get a little bit of gear and you get it augmented a little bit. So you're gonna have that amount of armor probably, or less even, 15k, 20k. So definitely go for this. Gives you 40%, 40 freaking percent. It's gonna be up all the time if you have Ingium, and as you can see, the cooldowns are enough for me to have it up. Like when you see this yellow thing inside here, or greenish thing, that means that I still have the blinding speed effect, the dodge. So you can see it's gonna be up always, even without Ingium. So use blinding speed. It's just so much more toughness. Desert Shroud. If you don't kill elites, this is not going to be activated all the time, but if it's activated, it gives you damage reduction and it gives you spirit regen, and you're immune to frozen, like not the damage, but you're immune to getting frozen, and you are also immune to getting jailed, vortexed, any annoying effect except wormhole. Those will not work on you. So this gives you crowd control immunity. So really, really good. In terms of your passives, Seized Initiative, this will be up almost all the rifts, so you're gonna deplete your whole spirit quickly, and then you're gonna be able to use Blinding Flash and get spirit back and deplete it quickly. You just want to deplete the spirit fast, kill something with it, and move on. So you want to do that, and this helps you do that. So near-death experience, in my opinion, is really good. Like if you're running a support monk in parties and stuff, if you die, you're gonna lose your pools. As you can see here, I have some pools. You're gonna lose that. So near-death experience helps you like survive. If you're, let's say you drop your sweeping wind stacks, it's just gonna let you survive sometimes when you mess up. Beacon of Yitar, obviously cooldown, so you can use Blinding Flash and you can dash more often. If you don't have an elite, you can still be able to dash. So Beacon of Yitar, 20% cooldown reduction. And then Relentless Assault works perfectly with Blinding Flash, Fade in the Light. So the build in action, I'm just gonna run into a into Rift here and show you. As you can see, like I'm already at I had to use potion, these ghosts, man. As you can see, like I'm already at 10 stacks here. It's a shame that I got a shield there. I wanted to show you the toughness, but yeah. As you can see, the damage is really amazing. Like, it's really, really good. Do I have movement speed? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna skill movement speed. There we go. So I can just run faster. All right. As soon as I hit with my Fist of Fury, you can see that my stacks will not drop. I will be almost always at 10 stacks, as you can see here. But if I don't use it, let's just run around here. Now, since I'm critting a little bit, I'm not dropping it so much, so... Oh, this is the wrong way. There we go. I'm keeping them, so that's nice. I'm not using the belt. As you can see, the belt is in inventory, as you can see, and I'm keeping the stacks. It also helps that you have a lot of crit chance, like keeping your stacks up, but I'm constantly, as you can see, at 5 and 4 and 3, and yeah, eventually I'll lose them if I don't use the generator here. As soon as I use the generator, you're gonna see, like, let them degen. Let's see. I just want them to disappear, and I'm gonna show you what happens. So no stacks. One hit with the generator, and look, you see they go up by themselves. So one hit, and you see the Gogok is also ticking, as you can see. So it basically gives you it's like it is a belt but better. But if you use it with belt, you don't have to worry at all. Like, you're gonna keep that up all the time. It's super awesome. So the build works really well like this. And early on in the season, if you don't have the belt, just do as I do here. Run without the belt, but run with the generator. And you can see it works perfectly fine here. Like, no problem. T13 with noobish stats. So you're going to be able to get 14k plus sticks in the beginning of the season fairly quickly. So don't worry about that. Well, you can see here, there's no problem. No elites will be annoying or so. Like, I'll kill everything and I'm not going to suffer. It kills really quickly. And I am not dropping my stacks. I have not dropped the stacks a single time. and I also get more damage because my focus is up here, as you can see. So the damage is absurd. The build is really solid and works as a low level Paragon as well. So if I run it with more dexterity, you can imagine what I'm gonna do. It doesn't matter if you're in a party or if you're alone. You will go ham. Let's see how much damage I take standing in. Yeah, so I can't tank a Molten with low dexterity. That's why augmenting and stuff is really good, because you're gonna be so much tankier. I'm just gonna teleport out. Augmenting lets you survive much better. The dexterity basically gives you damage reduction. So as you can see here, I'm gonna show you the armor that I have right now, 24k, and when I put the Paragon points in, I usually run 800k health. So let's put, is that 700? But yeah, okay. Let's check the armor now. There we go. And the armor is at 44k. So now I will be extremely tanky. So I hope you liked the build, guys. Try it out if you haven't. This is definitely the best monk build to go for, especially early season. If you just get the gear fairly quickly, it's absolutely amazing. It's a build to go for, definitely. Low Greater Rifts and torments from all the way from like 50 to 80. It depends, like your Paragon and your gear, obviously. But it's an absolutely amazing build. The first day you run this build, you'll be able to clear a Greater Rift 70 if you just swap out the Nemesis Bracers and put in Spirit Guards. It's going to give you insane toughness with the generator, and you can also switch out the Ingium for Crystal Fist for even more toughness. Good luck, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later, guys.